Yo, SmokaCola here in the Jam review Elder Scrolls V Skyrim for the PC.
Wow, this is about all I can say about this game because I'm truly at a loss for words here. I was literally blown away when loading up Skyrim and actually being able to play it for hours without it crashing or having any sort of audio glitches. These are two big issues I had with previous Bethesda games. In Fallout 3 I had an issue with my radio having a constant static. By the way, not the vinyl needle scratch for all you would-be pro audiophiles out there. I mean distortion that shouldn't be there at all. Oblivion was filled with not only a massive amount of bugs, but it also crashed for no reason whatsoever constantly. Same goes for Fallout New Vegas. I really feel like Bethesda tried their best with this game and wanted to create a product that not only worked well, but also allowed people to create whatever they could imagine. I mean, really, what other game is going to let you have a giant Macho Man Randy Savage dragon fighting giant trolls? Skyrim is great for many reasons, and the best thing about it is it's optimized enough to run on any decent gaming laptop, but has the flexibility to add mods that will tax even the most advanced gaming desktops out there. Luckily, I was able to load in 4K textures for the environment, a few shaders, and improved water textures, and my game was still running fine, maxed out at 60 frames a second on my GTX 590. The gameplay for Skyrim is where it really shines. The new mage system is simply phenomenal, and archery has been greatly tweaked to actually be worth breaking into. When playing, I felt like I was actually playing an RPG where I could slowly increase my character's special abilities. The addition to the perk system was greatly appreciated, as it gave you more of a class feel to the game. For me, I found playing as a rogue-type character I had a lot of fun. There is a downside to it though. Even on the highest difficulty and only having 2 points into my overall sneak, I felt like it was not much of a challenge at all, and I didn't really bother to increase my sneaking because it seemed a bit useless to me. At first, the NPCs seemed really intelligent, however, getting further into the game and simply placing a bucket on their head just to kill someone in the room didn't really make me feel like a badass at all. What will make you feel like a badass, though, is the dragons, although once you obtain the right equipment and enchantments, the difficulty really goes out the window, even on a master difficulty. This is something that Skyrim suffers from. The game is difficult until you learn how to outsmart the NPCs or calculate the proper combination of potions and enchants to really boost your character's output damage. But the dragons are still extremely fun to encounter, especially once you unlock several shouts useful for battling them. The only problem you'll have then is where you're going to store all your dragon scales or bones, depending on if you're going for a heavy or light armor class. Unfortunately, that is all this game really has to offer. There isn't really specific armor for mages, which is rather upsetting. I would have enjoyed a cloth perk tree and a way to tailor your own set of mage robes. The best you can do for a mage is give them a set of light armor and perk out the mage constellations you would prefer according to your playstyle. There are several letdowns in the game in terms of challenge or difficulty. Even the traps in the dungeons weren't a major threat because they were easy to see, and they did little to no damage to your character once you've progressed gear-wise. Even with the several issues with it, I don't see any reason for it to hurt the score. If you feel that the game isn't challenging enough for you, you can simply up the game's difficulty from the menu. And if you're still itching to get your ass handed to you, you can easily download mods from the Steam Workshop or from Skyrim Nexus. The game is fully open to modding, and you literally have no limitations to what you can do with it. Something you can't do with this game is compared to the Fallout series. A lot of people want to relate it to the game Fallout, and I even do that with some of the things in the game. However, the story is one of the few things that must be excluded from any comparison to it. In Fallout New Vegas, you were given a set of several factions, and even had the ability to sneak around using that faction's armor as a disguise. This was not added to Skyrim, unfortunately. It's not a complete downside because having only 2 factions to choose from, and both wanted to have control of the land, gives it that more medieval feel to the game that it should have. With that being said, there are several joinable factions within the game. However, the main storyline really follows between the Stormcloaks and the Imperials, which honestly I felt like Skyrim was a bit ridiculous because you could be the head of pretty much every guild within the game and not have to worry if one guild hated the other. This took a bit of the realism away from the game. I didn't play through as other races, only as a Nord. I'd have to say though, if you really wanted to get in depth with the game, then Nord is the way to go. I felt like I was more part of the game as I advanced through it. This comes as no surprise. The game gets a rock-solid 5 out of 5, arrow to the knees. I know, a little too old to use that joke, but I had to take a break, so cut me some slack. I can honestly say that this game deserves every bit of praise it received. They took the engine and completely reworked it, adding all the new animations, and really bumping up the graphics. By default, you can download the game in high-res pack for free, so just to get started with great textures, Bethesda gives you everything you need. The game proved to be top quality in all aspects. Yes, there were some bugs, and yes, the difficulty did become a joke after properly gearing my character. However, it proved to be a challenging game until I received the best armor, so I can't really complain for the game having a reasonable challenge level. I'm not sure if they'll up the levels with DLC, but I'm hoping 81 will always be the max for the game, as at the moment it feels like Bad Company 2. You're not even halfway through leveling, and you already have the best for all items in the game. It makes wanting to continue further not exist, as you can just storm through your enemies. With that being said, they finally wised up and released a 4 gig patch, and my game hasn't crashed since they patched it in. I was running a third-party 4 gig patch before the official, and it worked very well. There isn't much else to say about the game. It will run solid and challenge you until you max out your gear. And even after that, you'll still have plenty of mods to install, and the Steam Workshop makes installing them easier than ever. This game is definitely worth the cash, and I suggest anyone who hasn't played it yet to grab it when they can, or pay attention to the ending of this video to win your free copy of Skyrim. Thanks for watching, guys, and take it easy. Alright, so the video's over, and I'm going a little off the grid here. It's going to be more live commentary at the end of this review, but the only person that replied to the Gotham City Imposter review was Malahim. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing the name right. Sorry, man. You win that free copy of Gotham City Imposters. If you guys watched the ending of that video, I explained that I wanted at least a 60-second video, and I would want it in more of a machinima style. Now, if anybody would have posted just a 60-second video of some kind of machinima, type deal, or, just a game and, doing some commentary over it or whatever, explaining why you would want Gotham City Imposters, you would have easily won that. No offense to Malahim. All he did was turn on his cam and start recording, and he posted a video response, and that pretty much, and he was the only one that really entered, so he pretty much won that very easily because nobody else was willing to enter in. Now, the same rule goes for the whole Skyrim dealio here. The game's going to be gifted on Steam if you win it, so it's got to be a 60-second video. I want you to explain why you want Skyrim and what you plan on making, I guess. I don't know. Be creative with it. Give me a 60-second video. Make it a machinima style if you can. If not, that's not really a huge deal or anything. If you need any help with recording gameplay, you can go check out my channel, HVK SmokaCola. On there I have a video tutorial for Fraps, and I will be posting one for DX and XSplit very soon. So yeah, make a 60-second video for why you want Skyrim, and make sure to post it as a video response to this video here, or it will not be counted as an entry. Also, make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you're not subscribed to my channel, your entry will be invalid. The subscription is basically just to help me out and also keep track of who puts in the videos and such. So I hope you guys post some videos. Hopefully we get more than one this time, and that's it for that. Take it easy.